Sophocles wrote the ancient play Antigone in 441 BC. The play begins with Antigone speaking with her sister Ismene. Antigone wants help from Ismene to bury their brother Polynices. Antigone repeats Creon's decree that anyone who attempts to bury Polynices will be stoned. Creon is the new king, so his threats are real. But Antigone can't sit idly by while her brother is food for the vultures. She feels compelled to bury him. Yet there's no way Ismene is going to help her. The thought of being stoned to death petrifies Ismene. Ismene reminds Antigone that they have already lost so much of their family due to the curse of Oedipus. Ismene doesn't want to lose Antigone as well. Unfortunately, Antigone makes it clear that she is not going to budge. Antigone is determined to bury Polynices. When Ismene realizes she can't change Antigone's mind, she at least asks Antigone to keep her plan secret. The guard comes walking back into the throne room to speak with King Creon. This time, the guard is hauling Antigone, Creon's niece. The guard claims that he arrested Antigone while she was burying Polynices. The guard explains that when he returned to his post, he swept the dirt off of Polynices. That's when Antigone came back to bury Polynices again and got caught in the act. The guard is relieved, which contrasts the obvious pressure Creon must feel at his new predicament. Antigone immediately admits to the crime. She calls herself guilty and doesn't try to deny it. She continues with an attack on Creon for his immoral decree. She states that she would have rather died than have left Polynices unburied. Creon remarks that even the stubborn Antigone will be made to follow the law, even if it takes violence. Antigone continues to argue with Creon. Her logic is that Polynices deserved a burial as much as Oedipus. She says that Polynices' actions in life should have no bearing on how his remains are treated. Meanwhile, Creon argues that by honoring Polynices, Antigone dishonors Oedipus. Antigone is a dead woman walking. Creon has no intention of sparing Antigone, despite them being family. Additionally, Antigone makes no attempts to try and save herself. Creon imprisons the two women while he finalizes his decision. Haemon, Creon's son and Antigone's fiancé, at first agrees to defer to Creon's decision. Yet, Haemon does make a case for Antigone. Haemon states that there is a growing sentiment amongst the population that Antigone does not deserve to die. Her convictions to bury her brother were noble. The chorus weighs in and advises Creon to heed Haemon's warning. Unfortunately, the discussion devolves into a shouting match after Creon questions Haemon's character. Creon reasons that Haemon is a fool to defend a traitor. Haemon asks what will be the fate of Antigone, and Creon explains her punishment. Antigone is to be sealed in a cave and starved to death. Unfortunately, a messenger comes in and informs the chorus that Antigone and Haemon are both dead. Haemon, frustrated at Creon's decision, took his own life. Eurydice, the queen of Thebes, comes in when she overhears the messenger. She's stunned and asks the messenger to repeat his message. The messenger says that Haemon found his love, Antigone, strangled by a rope. Haemon got extremely upset. He tried to kill his father, but then turned his sword on himself. When Creon returns to the palace, we learn that Eurydice has also killed herself. The messenger tells Creon that before Eurydice committed suicide, she cursed Creon for having taken away her only son. Creon can't believe what has happened. He admits that he is responsible for the death of his son and his wife. Creon is so shocked by the events that have transpired that he's not even able to walk away. Instead, he has to command his guards to come and carry him away. The end.